I forgot to hit go live.
This is already going as well as Urban Meyer's tenure in Jacksonville.
Nah, this is way better.
Wait, is it really though? Really?
What a fucking joke. Oh my God.
That picture's perfect. Mm-hmm. Our expectations were low for you, but holy shit.
Holy
it's bad.
Don't be a knight. Let's do it.
You know it.
We're not late. We're definitely bald, but one of us.
We've been late.
Yeah,
we've always been late.
There we are, face to face.
Well, at least we have the popularity of Urban Meyer these days.
A couple of silver spoons. All right. Urban Meyer has been sticking a poker in a trash fire. That's all. There's Ooch. Better late than never. What's up?
Oh. Hello.
we were just talking about Urban Meyer.
Oh, Urban Cowboy.
Old Bourbon Meyer.
Yeah, Urban Meyer.
He looked sauce in those pics. He looked so fucking sauced.
Yeah, he did.
He looked like he was a combination of baked and like that sort of like drunk buzz of like, a couple shots of bourbon, maybe a beer or two. It's like that kind of feeling. Like he's leaning on that girl. It's like, yeah, you drunk, buddy.
Like,
You've had a night.
You know I am. I'm the head coach of the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars. Let me put a finger in your ass.
No, he's in Columbus. He's doing the Ohio State thing. It's like, dude, I can get you in with every single network in this damn city. I run this fucking bitch. I run it.
You see this O on my sweat top?
That's gonna be you tonight.
Yeah.
You want to live? If you want a life of luxury, you follow me in this O. Where's my shot?
Yeah, because you'll be able to sue me. For fucking harassment. All right, where do we even start with Herb, right? So today, multiple reports come out that it's reached crisis point. Urban has obviously lost the locker room. Ooch, as someone who, I don't know how much you know about this, but obviously ex-Jacksonville Jaguar, you're still connected to the team in many ways. Why don't you
I got some connects.
Yeah. You told me earlier. Yeah, just go through what you know and provide our audience, the loyal dumpster fire audience, with an exclusive inside look at what the fuck is going on in Duval.
All right, so I've been in contact with a number of people in Jacksonville over the last 6 months. Some beat writers, some people who have done, who do radio broadcasts and stuff like that. And I don't think that, I think that people were kind of rubbed the wrong way by him from the outset. I think there's a little bit of an air of arrogance about Urban Meyer that he has that kind of keeps him from understanding the dynamics of things that he doesn't truly understand. And he tries to, he works that CEO role to the fullest. Like, he doesn't know shit about what product we're making, but he's going to sell it to anybody who is listening. And, the situation in Jacksonville has been that players weren't really vibing with him from the beginning. His style of coaching, his kind of lack of preparedness, I think, is one thing that has really been a problem, because if there's nothing else that you know about the professional level of football, it is that preparation is literally paramount to anything that's being done. There has to be a plan. There has to be a set philosophy. There has to be a set cultural roadmap. This is how we are going to get from point A to point B. And, you have your team buy into that. We've heard rumblings about it from, about just the decisions that he's made, his kind of lack of self-awareness. And, I think a lot of things have come to a head mainly because of not really, even when we're talking about the locker room dynamic, it's not what happened on video. It's what preceded that. You go on to, a press conference after they lose a close game to Cincinnati, and you talk about how heartbreaking this loss is and how, this is, something that the players are, they played their hearts out to try and get this first win. And even before that, you put a statement out telling the city of Jacksonville to stick with you. This is, he's in it for the long haul. All these proclamations. But when it all is said and done, you have a choice to leave with your team and prepare for your biggest game of the year and show them that even though you lost that game, you guys played the best game you've played all season. This is the best you've played. There's a clear, distinct improvement in what we're doing, and we need to stick to that path to try and take the next step. And we'll have another chance against our in-division rivals and really our rival team, because Tennessee and Jacksonville are rivals. Like, they're rivals the same way that that a college team has a rival opponent.
To me,
You know what I mean?
it's like, how can Urban Meyer tell anyone in that locker room that they need to play hard for him when he's out finger banging chicks in a bar when he should be looking at film? That's the big question.
Exactly. That's the biggest point.
She's just teaching that girl about pass coverages. She wanted to do the bump and grind. He wanted soft zone. It's like
he was trying to show her a dig route.
Exactly.
He was trying to show her how you properly receive the snap from under center.
Yeah,
he was trying to fingers up in there now. You got to get your hands up in there.
How long until he's fired? Come on, give me a real
fired. It's going to be hard issues, dude. It's the same thing that happened at Ohio State.
If you read that statement that Shad Khan put out, there's a key word in that statement that a lot of people didn't see, or a lot of people aren't recognizing: conduct. They're going to try and get him for cause, so they don't have to pay him a dime. That's the only way he's getting out of Jacksonville, is without taking any money, because they've already been down that road before. Shad Khan's already been down that road. That he had a head coach in Mike Mularkey. I was there. That did an ass trash job of coaching so bad that they fired him after the first year of a 4-year contract that was guaranteed. So they paid him for 4 years
to not coach,
even though he was not to not coach. They're not going to do that again. They're not going to do that again.
Yeah, they're going to find.
So Shad Khan said conduct in that statement, because if they're going to get him on anything, their lawyers are going to be looking to get him for conduct and cause that will allow them to release him out of that contract without any money.
There are actually a couple examples that you can actually fire for conduct of hiring that strength and conditioning trainer, even with his checkered past. There was the talk about, he put vaccination status into cuts. That's a huge red flag. There was, I think a lot of other issues, especially losing will do a little bit of that too, but also this. That's character concerns.
That should be conduct. Starting 0-4, that should be a conduct issue.
And he called Dwayne Haskins.
You promised us.
Right. All right.
We're
going to do the tier maker. We're going to talk about Urban throughout the show, but I guess I think it's going to be soon. I don't know if he even makes 10 games, honestly.
I think trade deadline is where I'm looking at, because if they're going to try and make any, if they're going to try and make any moves to try and improve the team, you got till week 8 to do that, right? So
they're not. They're just going to. They're going to keep dismantling. I mean, they already traded C.J. Henderson for a pittance. So, oh, boy, I can use Dan Arnold. He was a free agent you could have signed in the offseason. You traded a top 10 pick for what, a third? And for
a journeyman tight end?
Yes, that's terrible. I mean, if C.J. Henderson goes off to be really good, that's a bad sign. What's probably going to happen next? They're probably trading K'Lavon Chaisson because he hasn't been doing good either. You could probably get a third and a journeyman cornerback that you could probably get as well. So, Green Bay's looking for some edge rush help.
If they're trying to use some D-line tank and bring in some good,
dude, they've been tanking for 3 years.
Yeah, Giants.
Man, I mean,
tanked
it's
for
bad.
5. So Jets have been
That's
tanking
bad,
a
dude.
5-year tank.
They can trade Trevor Lawrence to Pittsburgh for a second-round pick.
The
We'll take
Texans,
him.
the Texans went through a 5-year tank and didn't get anything out of it. Tanking is not a guarantee in the NFL because
no.
you can't build a roster like in the NBA where you 2 or 3 players, like you just get Joel Embiid and you're fine, or you get Zion Williamson and you're a playoff team. It's not like that in the NFL. You get Trevor Lawrence, you got a slew of problems. And one of them is behind the bench, fucking trying to call plays, and it's ridiculous. All right, let's read a couple super chats. Then we'll get to the tier maker. We will talk about Urban some more because it's just more thoughts are going to come up. But
It's
one
roasting
last thing.
season.
Whoa, what was that?
That was a motorcycle that went outside.
Oh,
I pick it up sometimes because I'm near a window. I hate it when I'm doing vocals because sometimes, I'll be in the middle of something. Oh, here's a loud motorcycle. Also, first pitch is underway in Yanks, Boston.
I'll just close the opening part with this. This seems like, remember when Tiger Woods had first gotten caught, like when Elin hit him in the face with the golf club, and people didn't want to believe that Tiger Woods was this dude that was sticking his dick in, scandalous, right? And that's where we were a couple months ago with Urban, right? Like you were bringing up stuff and you were saying this is really bad, like everything was outwardly bad. But now that the shit is on tape, now that there's something that you can play over and over again, it's really bad for Urban Meyer, right? Like once you see the tape, once you see it as a consumer, you're like, oh shit, this is bad. No, it's no longer
second
rumor.
video. It's the second one. The first one looked bad, but you can make up something and
you can say she's grinding on me. Right. You can be like, she's grinding on me. I don't know what to do. But then when he's like putting his hand up her ass, you're like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
That's all he can say.
Yeah, that was me.
Honestly, what he should do is just open up to it. Remember when Bill Clinton openly admitted that he had sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky? His approval rating shot up the roof.
Oh, through the roof. He
Gotta tell me what
the
is
black president, the first black president. Bill Clinton.
It's like, yeah, I finger bang that shit. Be like,
David
okay.
Chappelle said it. He's like, do you know how powerful you are when you're the president? He's like, you come here and suck my dick. And that's basically what it was. All right. Tucker White says, seeing a bunch of racists melt down on Twitter over Bubba Wallace winning yesterday at Talladega was glorious. See, like, I don't get it. Like, you just hating on Bubba for winning the rain shortened race. The push that he made.
That's what it was. It was rain shortened.
I watched the race. The push that he made to get to the front was incredible. And I'm not surprised because Bubba Wallace is a great restrictor place.
He's great at super speedway. Same thing we saw at Daytona when we were there.
That's what he's good at. He was probably going to win that race either way. So I'm really happy for it. I don't care if it's a rain shortened victory.
Oh yeah,
he
man!
Earned
Congrats
it.
to Bubba Wallace.
Bubba
He
Wallace.
earned that shit, man. People don't know how hard it is to do what they do. I mean, any one of those racers if they would have been in first place and that thing got called the same way, they all would have been as happy as he was. Because it's like, hell yeah, I'll take that.
That's his first race. He's been working his whole life for that.
Yeah, he's been working for 4 years now. Bailey Leisure, the Cardinals finally beat Sean McVay after going 0-8 in his tenure in surprisingly dominating fashion. Also, AJ Green and James Conner look good. Oh, he's just rubbing salt in there. Huh? The Cardinals are the best team in the NFL. We're gonna all new tiers tonight.
We'll see.
All new tiers.
Oh, that's a shot. Giancarlo Stanton off the wall. Ooh.
Oh, off
sorry.
the left field wall. It's fine.
Yep.
Dodge says, RIP my Ford Taurus 2007 to 2021. Water pump fucked the engine. The quest to find a new car begins. So you need to go with Carvana because you seen those things that they build now. It's a tower of cars.
Yeah, it's like you build it out of a machine.
I think the car should drop like when you get a Snickers bar, like the car just drops down.
So
snacks taste better when they fall, and cars run better when they fall. Jerry Mejias, I guess the Eagles are now in last place due to a division loss and the Giants win. Yeah, the Giants will take that back. And then Spartan Win says Urban Meyers and the Jags make me feel a bit better about the Steelers. Fair enough. Steelers are pretty bad. Steelers have the same record as the Giants right now. And that guy you don't know, Rams, Raiders getting smacked by a division rival at SoFi Stadium and now are 3-1. That's the point I want to bring up. So Brandon Staley, right, just comes into the league. When you talk about preparation, that dude is on it. Like, this dude does not want to get fired. He wants to keep his job. He is staying up. He's like a new Belichick, right? Like, he is not going to get outworked. I'll tell you that. And then Herb don't give a fuck, right? Like, they're just singing the praises of Brandon Staley. Like, dude, he's here till 2 in the fucking morning. Like, fucking Brandon Staley's, falling asleep, fucking reciting plays in his head and shit. There's Herb. This is his go-to move. Fucking lubing up his finger. Yeah. Herb's like, I did not.
Now I want you to listen, mate.
Woman.
Now I'm going to tell you this, and I want y'all to listen. I did not stick my my index and my middle finger in that woman's behind.
Good old Bill Clinton. That was like that time in my life, like the economy was booming.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was working. I had a summer internship making like $12 an hour, and this is in the year 2000, right? So I had I was a college student with thousands of dollars in my bank account, like, because people were just giving away money in the fucking late 90s, like it was nothing, and there was nothing going on in the world. Like, we had beaten the Russians, China wasn't a problem. Like, all that we could talk about was our president getting his dick sucked. Like, that was
the national crisis.
Right. The president got his dick sucked. We're gonna have to impeach him for having oral sex. Hey, what's up, Ghosty? What's going on, Ghost Gum? How you doing, man? Good to see you down in the chat.
Dude, if I had to see Hillary Clinton, I'd get my dick sucked by an intern as well.
What's the quote? It's like, if you were my husband, I would give you, I'd put rat poison in your coffee, and then I would say to Hillary, if you were my wife, I'd drink it. That's what I would do. All right.
I'd drink that shit in one go.
Yeah, Super Bowl tier. Division.
It's going to be a shakeup this week, huh?
Ghosty says, at least the Eagles don't have the worst coaching hire of the year.
I thought he was just a rough hire, mostly because of just Roseman and the situation he's in. I don't think it was anything to do with Sirianni.
Yeah. Wild card. Sorry. Purgatory. Regular trash. Let's go regular trash. A lot of teams have moved up to regular trash.
Mm-hmm. Regular trash, Jersey trash, Texas trash, and Bourbon Meyer.
No. We can only have Jersey trash. And a new bottom row, everybody. Let's give it a little settings here.
Meyer trash.
That's it. How about I got something. Finger bang trash.
Finger banging trash.
You got to be that to deal with Urban Meyer.
Yeah. All right. Ryan Irwin, before we get started, Urban Meyer needs to be fired and the NCAA needs to ban him. Also,
that's not happening.
Poorly handled the weather situation. What? And the Yankees need to lose tonight. By the way, both New York football teams, 1F in the chat for Dodgers. I thought that NASCAR did everything that they could to get that race in. Yeah. And they knew they were going to call it. And the smart thing was Bubba Wallace's crew told him, they were like, hey, you got to get to the front. Rain is coming. Yeah. And it was just smart. It was smart. They got the win, man. Urban Alvarado, Bubba Wallace wins at Talladega and becomes the second African-American driver since Wendell Scott. Also, McDonald's not won since 1994. Celebration time with a Big Mac meal and a DoorDash. Yeah, I actually had McDonald's the other day, and my arteries.
It's instant regret. I had it for breakfast at the airport. It's like, eh.
Yeah,
for you swallow the last piece, you're like, oh my God, why'd I do that?
Why is it that you feel less like it, you feel like it's not as bad when it's an Egg McMuffin for some reason. You're like, oh,
Well, it's because less grease. Less grease.
Right, yeah.
It's the Urban Meyer of restaurants.
Right.
Like you just show up, it's like, oh, God, what have I done?
Why am I here? Yeah, why am I here? What did I do? The worst part is like when you're young and you go to McDonald's a lot and you pull up to the drive-thru and you hide your other McDonald's bags. You're like, fuck.
Put it behind the front seat.
Yeah. I don't even, and it's not even the same McDonald's that you go to. You're just hiding the other bags. All right. We're starting off with the first game of last week, the Bengals and the Jaguars. The Bengals.
They have some hope.
They are in first place somehow. Are they?
Tied.
Are they
Tied
a
first
wild?
place.
Are they a? It's either division or purgatory for them.
I say purgatory right
Yeah.
now, just
Purgatory.
because of the competition they have around them. They played some relatively easy-ish opponents. Jacksonville, Pittsburgh looks really rough, and I mean
We don't just hand
Minnesota.
out wild
I don't know how to
card
gauge
gifts,
Minnesota.
people. You can't just get there for the first time being first place in their division in how long? So, you get purgatory.
Probably
You
since
hold on.
2015.
Yeah. So you got to hold on. You got to hold on to that first place to get that wild card love.
Hold on.
Oh,
I messed up. Hold on.
fancy screen.
Oh, I'm trying to get Kevin because he's the next one.
Dude, he's gonna bury the Titans.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear this.
He's just gonna be salty. He's gonna barely be able to talk through it. Honestly, but the pain will be felt here. Let's do it. Jets and the Titans. The Jets get off the schneid, but they are still New Jersey trash.
They're very trash.
Very, very New Jersey.
If the Titans could finish in the red zone, they'd be 0-4. But unfortunately, the Titans are the Titans. And yeah.
Speaking of salt.
Hello.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Hang on.
Welcome to my world, buddy.
Yeah, welcome to the Steeler world of playing down to your competition. Yes, I understand. Excuse me while I put my crown on here. There you go, 5 points.
Very fitting.
We are now in a club. In 5 points.
I'm paying attention. I see you. I see you wearing the trash can as a helmet.
A crown. Yes, we are kings of the AFC South right now. But I imagine that the Jaguars are going to actually figure out how to use their one brain cell and fire Urban Meyer so that their team can actually play football this time. Isn't that right, Uche?
That's the hope. That is the hope.
But
We're
the
waiting
thing
for
is,
that. I need to focus on my family press conference.
yeah, we sat here last week and just basically guaranteed that the Titans would beat the Jets, and we were wrong. And the Titans just showed out in a way that was disgusting if I'm a Titans fan. Who knows what they'll do against the Jaguars. Hold on, I got to read this $50 super chat. Thank you, Ryan. A word of warning for anyone that wants to join the U-Tree Discord. Do not post Skip Bayless tweets or else you might get balks. Also, Clemson is no longer in the top 25 and is Saxonville Abbey returning. In the meantime, I hear an ice cream truck.
I think if it's going to be a video, it's going to be the life and times of Bourbon Meyer. and that needs more time to develop.
Yeah, you might have to do a side series here.
All I have now learned that the Jets have taught me is that never take your opponent lightly. And the Jaguars this week is teaching me that lesson is a lot harder than it looks. Especially when your coach is deciding to completely making a fool out of himself. And I'm the one with the fucking trash can on my head.
Yeah.
All right, you got to call it because we got super chats to read. We got people to tier. Where are you going to put the Titans?
I would say right now, purgatory.
Yeah, that's where I want to put them.
Purgatory right now.
They might win the division.
Yeah,
They
I'd say
probably
division
will.
only because there's nothing else there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing else there. Nothing
Everything
down
else
in the
is
short.
dysfunctional.
I know this team has capacity to play against anyone. Unfortunately, they have the capacity to play against anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad
All right.
you got that joke. But anyway.
Thank you, Kevin, for stopping by. I'm sorry. And props for wearing a trash can. And with
at least we are now even. That you have a trash can, that I have a trash can, you have a plunger, and Tree will probably wear something along the lines of, I don't know, just I guess a barrel of Iron City Light.
It's probably a cheesehead considering Sunday night's game.
Yes, that's right.
All right, buddy. See ya. Thanks for stopping by.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had an idea for a punishment, by the way. Tree. We could
I wonder who's going to win it this week. Probably me because of vindictive Packers fans.
Probably,
Yeah.
it's possible, but I think whoever wins this week should have to do the Applebee's date night song.
Oh God,
You have to do
I
the
don't even know what that is.
Oh, you never seen
I'm
the
like, what is
Applebee's
that?
date night commercial? It's fucking cringe. It's the worst thing ever. And whoever wins the punishment would have to do the dance. It's so bad. All right, Chill Heart, 1789. Do you think PSU is a legit playoff contender, or is the Salty Yinzer still hoping they eat crap?
I mean, I think they're really good this year. Their defense is stout. I mean, we'll have to see what happens when they play Iowa and Ohio State, but for the most part, they look strong. It depends how Kyle Clifford plays. It depends how their offense gels and if James Franklin ruins everything. I think they have a shot. I don't think they're going to win like the championship, but I think this is probably one of the better Penn State teams we've seen in a while.
Whoever gets out of the Big Ten is in. Notre Dame is clearly not going to get that.
Good.
Spot.
Fuck Notre Dame.
Yeah,
whoever
Notre
wins
Dame
the
is
Pac-10,
fucking garbage.
Right?
I hate that Notre Dame is always in that conversation. It's like, wow, we get to see them get their fucking asses kicked every playoffs. Put someone else in.
It's so clearly Georgia and Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And
Georgia looks very strong this
right.
year.
And it really doesn't matter. Like, they're going to meet in the SEC championship, and it doesn't matter who wins or loses because they're going to run it back in the playoffs. And so really, I think that the ratings should start 1 Alabama, 2 Georgia, and then they should skip the next 8 slots and start at 10 with whoever's the 10th best team in the country. That's how much better Georgia and Alabama are.
Probably Penn State.
See, I feel like Georgia. I feel like, and being in Atlanta and talking to Georgia fans all the time. Everybody loves what they're seeing, but personally, I don't believe that shit until they beat Alabama. I don't believe it until they can beat Alabama because this is what happens every year with Georgia. They beat everybody to shit, and then the one team they face that shows them for what they are is Alabama. That's the monkey on their back, and until they get rid of it.
They had him on the ropes in the national championship game. That game was over. They had him 3rd and 18, and Tua hits a fucking touchdown.
2-run home run by Boston as an update. Rafael Devers. Actually, that's Bogart. Sorry,
I gotta
Xander
grab a
Bogaerts.
drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Boston is going wild. Please beat the Yankees.
Uncultured Barbarian says, preach to us, Uche. I've been waiting for this ever since I heard about it. And then Uche gets up and goes to the bathroom. V-Man 29397. Hey, Tree, can you read the tweet I sent you? Would super chat it, but too much money. It's V-Man 29397.
Let me take a look at this.
T-Law's fate with the Jags. You can paraphrase it. Crystal Walleran says, anyone remember Saxonville Abbey? Thank you for the $10 super chat. Let's do one more game here. Ooch is not back yet, but we can cover the Lions and the Bears. Bears get their first win. No, not the first win. The Bears get their second win of the season. The Bears are now 2-2. We are doing the Lions and the Bears. Lions are 0-4. We know where they are. They should be 1-3, but they're just regular trash.
Regular
right?
trash.
Regular trash. The Bears, Matt Nagy is loving Urban Meyer right now because Urban
Keeping
Meyer
him out of the headlines.
Yeah, it's like, oh, no one's talking about me calling whether I'm calling plays, right? Herb, thank you. So he must have called him up and he must have sent him a fruit basket and been like,
Hey, Herb, how you doing, buddy?
yeah,
You okay?
yeah, thanks, buddy. Hey, if you need me to send you some bourbon or I know a couple good clubs around Chicago, you guys are in. If you guys are in town, and I know everyone has a cell phone these days. So
V-Man,
no
I can't find
cameras?
the tweet that you sent me. I sent it by DM.
Yep. And then now we got the Dolphins and the Colts. The Colts, boy, the Dolphins are really struggling. The Dolphins,
Their
much
offense is
worse
puke.
than we thought they would be. They are who we did not think they were. So the Colts and the Dolphins are now 1-3.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins have lost 3 straight, and they lost to a winless team. So where do we put?
They made the Colts look good. Colts are both are in purgatory right now.
Yeah.
Purgatory, and then the Dolphins, are they trash?
I say purgatory. I mean,
right.
the main issue with them is Tua's injured. I think how long is it until they make a desperation move for Deshaun? Because that seems to be the only option they have.
I don't think
if they
anyone's
have to
making a
succeed.
desperation move for Deshaun.
Dude, Miami is
given the climate.
Yeah, they got to know that he doesn't have anything criminal coming against him with absolute certainty, or they're not touching him.
Yeah. I mean,
Because that's a big
value gets
bite.
suppressed enough.
That's the thing. They could wait a year, and they could bring him in. But remember, Ray Rice never had anything done political. I mean, criminal for him.
Yeah,
and he never played again. And he had
but they got him on video.
That's true. If that video never surfaced, he would have ran for 1,000 yards.
I don't know about that. He was already on the decline. He probably would have played.
He had
another
2 years left in his career for sure.
That's like $3 or $4 million a year probably for him, maybe 5 or 6.
Yep.
He lost a lot of money on that. A lot of money.
His own wife out.
Yeah. Only because it was on video did the NFL say, "Hey, we can't touch you, bro."
He hit her with the left hook.
Here we go. I got the tweet from V-Man. We all know what will happen. Meyer leaves, fires or quits. Balky assumes control. Hires a yes-man coach. Blows draft after draft. Trevor does just enough to keep everyone employed. Trevor pulls a luck and calls it quits early. Meanwhile, the Jets, who everyone told him to avoid, get Super Bowl number 2. Ooh, that's
Oh yeah,
a little bit of a push. This is a Jets fan, but
all right, yeah. All right, read official Gruss like Gerlin.
Yep, official Gus Richlin. Yep, yes. Packers winning means I lost a bet. $126 later, I have an Aaron Rodgers jersey. Not making a bet for next week against the Bengals. Lesson learned, dude. I agree with you.
Yeah, sorry. Please do not use us as examples in your life. Like, don't use the wagering on clickbait sports as a way to live your life.
Unless you do Money Tree and then you pick the team I don't bet against, you would have won 2-0 this past week. So, yeah, think about that. James Amadei, this is a question for Uche. Do you think Purdue needs to fire Jeff Braun?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I worked with them a couple years back, worked with their O-line during training camp. Just doing some consulting for them, and I was just like, bro, do you know what you're doing? It's so weird looking, like being involved, like being in the college, like football, like game planning process after you've been in the NFL. Because it's like, this is not really game planning. You guys have their fronts up. You have their blitzes up. But you don't have a breakdown of the down and distances that they use these blitzes in. You don't have a breakdown of the percentages of when they use these blitzes on what point of what part of the field, what hashes. Yeah.
Right.
And you don't have like any plays that are like, you don't have anything that shows that you have a designed counter for these particular sets of defenses. You have nothing.
You only have the basic, because you can't pay some assistant to do all that shit and crunch all those numbers, right? You got to pay some grad assistant who's volunteering their time to like come up with half of those,
Because I mean, because that's the thing. The NFL coaches are there till like 10 p.m. every night. Players are out by like 6. Coaches are still there another 4 hours. Shit,
Unless
you
your
know
name's
what I mean?
Urban Meyer.
Yeah, he's out at 6:30.
Yeah, you're visiting your grandkids. Yeah, he's like, oh, remember Steve Spurrier too? He would leave early as well. He'd be like, "Fucking hey, man, I'm leaving." All right, keep reading.
Yes, sir. I'll keep on it rolling here. In the meantime, let's go with Red Rhino 49. Can't wait for the best college football game this Saturday. I agree with you. UConn versus UMass.
Relegate.
Tank Bowl. Loser gets relegated to the FCS Instaban. UConn nearly beat Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt won off a game-winning field goal. Their first home win in 8 games.
Remember, UConn a couple years ago was considered for a national
Top 10. They were in a Power 5.
They were like, "Hey, why not us in the playoff?" And everyone's like, "Fuck you!" And now they're trash.
Yeah, Edsel left for Maryland, and both went to shit. That's what happened.
That's how college works. You have some success and you get paid. Don't
And
blame
you go somewhere
anybody
else,
for
and then
that.
you flop. I remember Rich Rod in West Virginia. Then he went to the greener pastures of Michigan, and his career's ruined now. So
Yeah, but he got paid. Like I would get. Who wouldn't leave for $5 million a year guaranteed for 5 years?
yeah, but now
Would you sell
aren't
your
doing anything.
Ooch Tree? Would you sell your YouTube channel for $5 million for $25 million?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, dude, that's gonna make a lot more than what I'd make on it now.
That's life-changing money right there, right?
Yeah.
That's
For 5 years of my time, I can just make a new one. It'll probably be better when I come back.
yeah. And then not only that, like 2 years in, they're like, "We don't like what you're doing."
Yeah,
Why
all
don't
right,
you
fuck you. Pay me
stop
out.
making
Buy
videos?
me out.
Right? Yeah. We'll
Rich
give
Rod
you
is
the rest
now
of your
the-
money, and you can start your own YouTube channel now. I'd be like, "Fuck yes."
I was
Holy
curious
shit.
about Rich Rod. He's now the assistant head coach and offensive coordinator at UL Monroe. That's a
Now
hard
Tree,
fall.
now Tree makes TikTok videos, but he's $25 million richer, right?
For real.
It's not even
That's what
TikTok
people-
vids.
Now he's
It's
an
just-
assistant TikTok video.
I'll be doing shorts of me just
Right.
sitting on my couch with no shirt on.
yeah, I
Talking
just
shit about somebody with Cheetos
I
on
fucking
my chest.
dude. I do twerk videos for 25 million.
Smoking a blunt, eating Cheetos.
Fucking just
Yeah,
wake,
so,
right. I would just wake
got-
up with some fucking a pizza on my chest and just be like, "Fuck."
Turn and look at the
25
camera.
Dude, that's fuck you
Nets
money.
by
man.
10.
million. All right. Oh, Jalen Smith got released. No
Ooh.
way.
Oh.
What? All right.
Ooh,
Golden Hybrid
Yeah,
says,
in season surprise 4 minutes ago.
"Yep.
Fell out of favor in Dan Quinn's system.
Well,
I mean, he
Now-
did have that huge contract. They still owe him $7.2 million.
now all of a sudden, the Cowboys look like hot shit." Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at that
Golden
hot blonde,
Hybrid.
bitch.
Yep. Bronxy supremacy. Turtle will lead us to victory. Okay. All right, let's get through some games because we're going to be here all night. Browns and the Vikings. Browns win an ugly game. They are the division winner for sure. That's an easy call. And the Vikings, I guess, are purgatory or just trash.
Hold on. You said the Vikings?
Yes. Don't everybody answer at once.
Vikings are regular trash.
All right. That's fair enough. Vikings are how many? 1-3? But they did
Yeah.
go out and beat somebody decent, right?
Hey,
Who was
broken
their one
clock
win?
is wrong. Is right.
They beat
twice a day.
Seattle. They beat Seattle. But it's weird. It's weird. But Vikings, yeah, they're trash. They're trash. They go out and
They had
lose.
like that 1 year where they were like on fire a couple years back.
They were supposed to
and they
win the
beat
Super
the
Bowl. They
Saints.
made it. Yeah, they made it all the way to
Yep.
the NFC Championship game where they got curb stomped.
Mhm.
by the
Yeah, they got
Eagles.
destroyed by Philly. That's the
pissed me
Vikings.
off.
There's no nice things.
They didn't even.
And as I said
show
once
up.
again,
Right.
they are a fumble, a missed field goal, and an defensive holding call away from potentially being 4-0.
Yeah, that's true.
That's some pain right there, man.
The Falcons are better than we thought they were. Okay, so
Eh.
they gave
They
Washington
blew it though.
a fit. Washington was supposed to have the best defense in the league, probably, and giving up more than 30 points. Like they're averaging 28 points per game. They still get the win. Where do you put Washington? Purgatory?
I say
Nah,
purgatory.
Hell no. I put
Trash?
them in regular trash still.
They
Really?
won. They
So?
won. They're better than the Giants. They're the definition of purgatory. They're 2-2. They're 2-2.
That
Falcons-
defense is underplayed so bad, though. They've played so bad.
Yeah, they're gonna get abused by the Cowboys too. They're gonna get bent over by the Cowboys. And the Falcons are regular trash. Regular old trash. Let's do one more and we'll get back to the Supers. The Bills are on a tear. They look like the team to beat. They are a Super Bowl contender right now. I don't care what you say. I'm not going to accept any other answers. The Bears are beating the shit out of teams they should beat the shit out of. And other than that weird loss to the Steelers, which I can't explain, they are the best team in the AFC.
The Bills needed that, though. Sometimes you got to get punched in the mouth and have that overconfidence stripped from you, and that's when you go out and fight. I think that's what's happening with the Bills.
Yeah. And what do we do with the 1-win Texans? Jersey
they finger bang trash, dude. They obliterated the ether of Davis Mills. Like it was
40-0, bro. Yeah,
Davis Mills was he's not even going to be able to see him without a paper bag over his head. Like he just got ruined
with an extra long paper bag too to cover
poor
that neck area.
Dude, poor Davis Mills. I feel bad for that fucker. He's being set up to fail.
The Texans have killed quarterbacks. Like Matt Schaub was a normal guy before he came there. Killed. David Carr
broken at the end.
David Carr, a number 1 overall out of Fresno State. He was like the next quarterback. Killed. Deshaun Watson. They killed him so much with all the losing. He was like, let me go molest a fucking masseuse. It's all fucking the Texans' fault right there. That's why we would not be on the Manning broadcast, by the way, Tree. For shit
yeah,
like
I know you talked about it. It's like, dude, we'd be out of it in 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah. Not
maybe we should.
We will let these guys in.
Yeah,
I want to throw it. Maybe we should.
Intro.
Yeah, maybe we should do like a Manning cast, except we have the game playing, and hopefully we don't get suspended. Maybe we can post some viewers that way. You know,
maybe we call it the Manning ass, and then it's just me and you. I'll pretend to be Eli, and just be like, hey. And then you can extend your forehead, Tree, and you'll be Peyton.
I don't know. I just have to shave my head back a little bit, and I'll get it.
You'll be fine. Chillheart 1789. Also apologies to Baldy for the whiteout game. Not okay. No, he's talking about Auburn. Sir Random Guy, Jacksonville. Shad Khan is close to be like the culture is actually damn good, and glad to see the Giants win the NL West and hope the Cardinals pull the upset against the Dodgers.
Yeah, dude, everyone wants the Cardinals to win against the Dodgers. Nobody likes the Dodgers.
Nobody wants the Dodgers to win. Red Rubber Duck win. It's time for some postseason baseball, and hockey begins in 7 nights. Let's go. To avoid confusion in the future, I go by Duck in the Tree Discord. Ooh. Tree's Discord is lit, apparently. Like, a lot of shit goes down in Tree's Discord.
Apparently. I mean, I have no idea.
Makai Wilson, the Giants won. Thank the football gods. Also, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fallout Shelter. Don't mind the nukes being launched at Fenway Park. Oh, he's talking about Raphael Devers. Okay.
Yes, the nuke is being launched there. And, yes, fuck the Yankees, by the way.
Launched. Holy crap, there's a lot of super chats.
Yeah, we
All right, let's do some more games. Giants, the Giants are weird.
They still Jersey trash. I mean, New Orleans won that game. And that is typical New Orleans, though. I mean, they'll come out, they'll have this like great game, and then they're just good, bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, their offense couldn't get anything going. Their secondary fell to shit again. They had massive lapses in coverage against John Ross and Saquon.
Oh yeah, Daniel Jones looked good, and so did
they
Kadarius
made him look
Toney.
really good.
Yeah, like Kadarius Toney, kind of making me look stupid. I mean,
they actually allowed Kadarius Toney to control the ball. That's the big thing. And I'm like, wow, they actually allowed him to do something. That's crazy.
They got him the ball in space. Like they weren't.
Yes,
doing
and he's allowed. He has a very twitchy receiver, which is a good thing if you can keep him healthy.
Got some insane moves. Like no, we hadn't seen that in the first 3 games. And then Sterling Shepard goes down, and they're like, "Hey, let's give the ball to Tony." Duh, he's your first round draft pick. Get him the ball, okay? Stop throwing the ball to Evan Ingram, please. Chiefs and the Eagles. The Chiefs get it done, but I'm not sure if they're a Super Bowl team.
They look really sloppy. They look very sloppy, especially on defense. Offense is very inconsistent. If they weren't playing anyone else besides Philadelphia, they get crushed. They lose.
They're at 2-2 at the bottom. I don't even think they're going to win the division. I think they're a wild card team.
They're a wild card right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, remember who made the hot take at the beginning of the year and said that Kansas City wouldn't make the playoffs?
Is that Uche Waneri who said that?
Yes, that was me. I'm just making sure y'all remember.
Okay.
That's all. I'm just making sure y'all remember. That's all, bro.
That's all, bro. Just remember me. Remember me, bro. All right. Cowboys and the Panthers. Unfortunately,
nobody likes the Cowboys, but unfortunately, their division.
Yeah,
they look strong.
They're another win away. They're probably a win over the Giants this weekend from being talked about as a Super Bowl contender. And then everyone's going to be – all the Cowboys going to feel like that Mike McCarthy, man. He's bringing that Super Bowl experience to us. That Dan Quinn, he's a winner. That Dan Quinn, man, he knows what he's doing, huh? Just and then you'll find out when you make the playoffs who you're dealing with.
Yeah, last person I would want on my roster, on my coaching staff, is Dan Quinn.
And Mike McCarthy combined.
You're just bringing bad juju to us. Period.
Panthers dropped to 3-1. Are they? Yeah, they're probably not the best team in the NFC South. Are they a wild card team?
Yeah, I think wild card is safe for them right now. Yeah.
Yeah, they still made it a game against the Cowboys. All right, we'll do one more game and then we'll get to the Supers, which are piling up once again.
They're piling up like Urban Meyer's allegations against him. And there's another. Actually, it's off the wall. Sorry, I thought that was another home run. That's
they're launching nukes.
Oh, Boston's launching nukes. Fuck you, Garrett Cole.
Double. Yeah, fucking.
It's
Garrett
a flashbacks to the Pirates in 2015. This is the shit he pulled. Now we need is Kyle Schwarber hitting into the Allegheny, and we have deja vu.
Yeah. Seahawks and the Niners. Seahawks pull it out. Jimmy G needs to be put down like Old Yeller, right? Like
it's not even Jimmy G. It's like it's the Giants off. It's the Niners offense that's a fucking mess, dude.
They're running that West Coast bullshit, man.
So we put them in purgatory.
They're purgatory. Seattle, I put in purgatory too. They looked pretty rough for the first half.
They looked pretty rough, beating a team that looked rough.
Russell Wilson was running for his fucking life. That's not how you win games. We saw this last year. You make the playoffs, and you get your ass kicked in the first round.
Is Dwayne Brown still at tackle there?
Yeah, he's still blindside. He's still blindside.
Okay, so I mean, he's still a good player.
All right, let me blow through.
It's not Jason Peters. He's not Jason Peters.
Old man Jason Peters. Jerry Mejias, the Eagles may be in danger with the Giants beating the Saints and the Jets beating the Titans. Yeah, the Eagles are still.
The Eagles weren't that good to begin with.
Yeah. Did I rank them yet?
No, I have them as.
We haven't gotten to their game yet. No, I didn't.
No, they played the Chiefs.
Oh yeah. They're purgatory, right?
They're purgatory or fringe trash. I'll keep going here. Ron Goff 248. As a Jags fan, I am this close to jumping ship and joining my dad's team, the Cowboys. Also, please let Urban be LOL Cow of the Week. Idiot. Yeah, I mean, he was going to be LOL Cow of the Week even before all this shit.
Yeah, I know. He just earned it.
It was like just dancing and then the apology, and now it's just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Killian Crumble, Jags fans, at the end of last year, we're at rock bottom. It can't get worse. Urban Meyer, you underestimate my power. Yeah, it went from.
Oh, it can keep going lower. Don't worry.
You might not win a game. You could pull a Cleveland Browns 1-15, followed by an 0-16.
Do y'all know what that quote is from?
What's that?
You underestimate my power.
Is that from
Star Wars? That Return of the Jedi,
Sith.
right?
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Oh yeah.
You underestimate my power.
And then he cut his
Urban's
leg.
going to be saying that to Shah Khan by the end of this week.
DDR
And with
MSCR Pro. NFC East has talent, but they got the coaches and the management from the manager special at Harbor Freight. Jags, Texans, and Jets are in the same boat. Agreed.
Mike
Graf
McCarthy is
Von
going to sandbag the Cowboys.
Graf Von T-Roll. At this point, I'm not sure who'd last longer in the NFL, Bobby Petrino or Urban Meyer. The difference being that we know Petrino had no self-respect to begin with. How the mighty would fall. I mean,
Who
Meyer,
had Urban Meyer lasting a shorter amount of time than Petrino? I have him at
Urban
least
Meyer.
lasting a year.
I'll
Week
give
14, 15.
I'll give Herb this. He has never pretended to have a shred of dignity. Okay.
No.
He is-
What?
Most college coaches don't.
Urban Meyer hadn't pretended to have a shredded dignity. Absolutely, he did. Did you not see when he was on Fox Sports when he had his three critiques of a franchise in bad order? They literally were the three things he just did on fucking Saturday and Friday
And Monday, too.
and
Okay.
Monday.
But him faking the heart attacks, like that's him being a fucking, imagine, I think Urban Meyer and Rick Pitino just hanging out. Like those two would
They probably got stories for days about the bullshit
right.
they done did.
let's assemble our fraudulent coaches of college roundtable. We got Urban Meyer, Rich Rodriguez will sit down with you. Rick Neuheisel will probably sit down there with those guys.
Todd Graham. Throw Todd Graham in there.
Yeah.
Chip Kelly.
Chip
Chip
Kelly.
Kelly.
Mhm.
Yeah, Chip will sit down with
Actually, you know what? Throw a retro. Throw Joe Pa in there with Jerry
Oh, yeah, good
Sandusky
old
as
Joe
an
Pond
extra.
is
We'll bring his ashes to the table.
yeah. His head in a jar. Just put
Who was
Joe
the old
Pond-
SMU coach back in the 80s?
Oh,
Art Briles, him too.
yeah, our
Never
The
forget
Brown.
Art
death
Briles.
penalty coach. The death penalty coach.
I forget his name.
Nick Saban can join there. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nick Saban will make a cameo.
Oh, I didn't
in
put the
second half.
Jaguars anywhere. Oh, that's right. I need to put them
Yeah,
in
they're-
the finger.
They are
bang
finger
trash.
bang trash.
finger.
They don't
bang.
even. They're not even worthy of being ranked. It's just they're.
Yeah,
they're just
we
garbage.
didn't rank them because they're trash. All right. Alan Nadeau, what's up, Alan? Imagine
So-
the world we'd be in if Jacksonville had beaten New England and made the Super Bowl, possibly even beaten the Eagles. How crazy would that be? Well,
Well, I mean, Saxonville might still be around.
they were
They
10
might.
minutes
Well,
away.
You'd still have Coughlin though, so
Yeah. Les Miles
Yeah.
is at the table, everyone.
Les Miles,
Derek-
yeah, oh, yeah, he's up
Derek
there.
Mason from Vanderbilt.
Oh,
That's a good fraud coach right there.
How
Killian
did you get that
Crummell.
job?
Green Bay should be on the phone with Jacksonville for Josh Allen. I think a lot of people will.
Oh
I
well,
don't
Josh Allen or K'Lavon Chason.
Yeah. Uncultured.
Josh Allen. I mean, I'd be on the phone
Josh-
for Miles Jack
oh.
if I was one of them.
Oh yeah.
Miles Jack isn't really an edge rusher though. He's more coverage back.
I'm
Green
still
Bay's
surprised
issue is
that-
they're going to be
Yeah,
without
they
Zadarius
need
Smith
pressure.
or edge.
They need pressure. Yeah, I
Yes,
think Josh
I
Allen
mean-
would be good at Green Bay. Yeah,
Absolutely, he'd be fantastic. I mean, Chason would become cheaper, but Allen
We
would
could
be
use
more
them in New
proven.
York. We'll maybe trade one of those draft picks that we got. Lane Kiffin is there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yep. They're saying Ron Meyer is the guy.
Ron Meyer, SMU.
Ron
Okay.
Meyer,
Hey,
yeah.
of course, his last name is Meyer. Of course, it is.
Yeah, of course.
These Myers, there's something about them.
Who was the coach that locked Craig James, his kid in the storage
Shoot,
room?
I
Was
forget
that
his name.
Mike Leach? I think that was
Yes,
Mike
that's
Leach.
Mike Leach.
Mike Leach and his
Oh,
battle axe can come down to the table. Come on down, buddy. Come on down, Mike. Uh-huh. All right. No, Mike Gundy is a good. Mike Gundy's never been caught up in any shit. He's all right, to me, anyways. We did say Bobby Petrino. Bobby Petrino's first
Oh
year.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Tyrone Willingham.
Oh, damn.
Damn, y'all fucking going for everybody.
I'm going for
Uh-huh.
him.
Dan Mullen, Mike Loxley.
The Ty
Willie
Willingham was
Taggart.
a bad coach. He wasn't a
Jeff
fraud.
the 9-7 Fisher.
Yeah. We're talking college coaches here. Uncultured Barbarian came in Nebraska, sounds like a heroine in one of those crappy young adult novels, sci-fi flicks, or the other thing.
Came
Mitch
in
Shannon,
Nebraska.
that Browns-Bears game wasn't a fluke. The dog defense is back, shutting down a highly potent Vikes offense. Baker's having an off day, no problem. You got the win. You got it.
Minnesota had they were very sloppy on offense too,
Yeah.
but the Browns were very strong though.
winning in the NFL is hard, okay? And some days you win it ugly, and some days you win it the way it's supposed to be. If you're not playing your best, you got to be playing your best football in January. That's where you want to do it. Jared Froman, Urban Meyer is still acting like he's a college frat boy in charge of the sorority. He looks outclassed, and his conduct is horrific. I'd fire him into the Atlantic Ocean. Coach the Great White Sharks while you're at it. Yeah, Herbs, he's done.
He still thinks he's in Gainesville. That's the problem.
He's not making it past.
You're not in Gainesville, buddy. You're in the NFL. You're in Jacksonville. You got to up your reputation. You're not God.
Right. Tagur 89, hockey starts in a week, and I've been wondering for a while with Torts now in the studio for ESPN, who do you think is his NHL coaching career is over? Yeah, unless the
Daryl Sutter did stuff like Brian Burke was on a broadcast. He came back. So.
Daryl Sutter was on a fucking broadcast.
I think TSN or Sportsnet.
I think understand the word Daryl Sutter says. It's just like, we're gonna play.
He has cups. That's all that matters, dude.
I think Torts, if someone gets real desperate, they're like, all right, we got to bring in Torts to clean up this. You know who he would probably make a winner? Toronto. He'd probably make the Leafs into a winner. Mahmoud Faroud, you need to create a new tier for the Falcons. Choke job. And this is coming from a Falcons fan.
Yeah, they are addicted to failure.
They have
like that team is just addicted.
And I'm going to read this one more before we get to some more games. Aw shucks, the holier than thou coach has again been shown to be a complete piece of shit. Yeah, he fakes his heart issues, ignores spousal abuse, and now cheats on his wife. I forgot about the Zach Smith shit. About
and
that.
Well, that's what his heart issues came back. Remember, after all that shit happened, he had that suspension. It was like, oh no, my heart, I have to retire. Bye. That's what's gonna happen.
Embrace yourself, a degenerate. Now, here's the thing, though, right? Herb could get out of that with his wife and with the media. Really, he can just be like, "Look, I lost control. I got a little drunk. I didn't know what I was doing, and things happened. But I did not sleep. I did not sleep with that woman with the nice booty.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman."
No, my friends. The lady just randomly gyrated on my penis, and it just grew. It was unconsensual. They were demons who magically took off my pants and started going reverse.
The devil was whispering in my ear.
Yeah.
And then I had a heart attack.
The drink.
And then he just has a heart attack.
My heart was racing.
Cardinals and the Rams. We got a new Super Bowl contender in the NFC.
I'm waiting for consistency, but I mean, they looked really good.
Is the midget-powered Cardinals of St. Louis. There's another motorcycle going by.
It's actually a pretty cool sound effect.
Yeah, I thought it
sounds like the Cardinals. It actually worked out.
Yeah. And the Rams are a wild card team for sure.
Yeah.
The
That's the problem with Matthew Stafford. He had these issues in Detroit too. Like he'd have like these moments where it'd be like, okay, like, are you going to lead us anywhere? And then he just like flops, regardless of if it's his fault or not. This is what happened.
And we have arrived at the Packers and the Steelers game.
Oh boy!
Packers. Did Packers? You knew the Packers were going to win. You watched this game from Tom Grossi's studio in
we saw 3/4 of it from Tom Grossi's studio. You can thank Titans and Jets for that.
You left. Oh, how was it, by the way? Is that
it's nice.
Like, yeah, nice.
Very
house.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Very
Awesome.
nice. I mean, well, I had to deal with 5 accidents on 84 because nobody knows how to drive in Connecticut, but otherwise it was good.
Awesome, man. Tom give you a couple beers, you know?
Yep. He gave me some pity beers. I had to wear a cheese head. It was it was not good.
Well, now you have met everyone in Clickbait except for Brandon.
Perna.
And I've met everyone in Clickbait except for Tom. And we got to hang out with Uche one of these days.
Yeah, we got
maybe Tank Bowl if
then we got to go to the Gold Club, and then I'll be making a tape. So that woman was gyrating on me. I don't know what happened.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
My finger was cold, so I had to jam it up her ass.
I thought she actually liked me.
I needed to moisturize my hands. I had to put it right in her clitoris.
No, you don't put it in. All right.
All
All
right,
right.
you
Where do
rub
we
the
put
clitoris, you put it in the bag.
Where do we put the Steelers?
They're trash.
Yeah, they're
Oh my
trash.
God.
They are just trash.
Yeah.
Ben is fucking finished, yet they still want to start him. He overthrew a bunch of receivers. Like, he has no, like, he's throwing completely either really short passes or up the middle where his receivers die. I feel like Najee is going to get injured the way they keep throwing to him. It's rough. I mean, the defense isn't getting enough pressure because DJ Watt's injured. The secondary's having issues. It's really flawed. Cam Hayward went banged up a little bit. If he's out for a good bit, they're in trouble because he can't do it alone. I mean, you don't get any pass rushing, and that's the case. What are you going to do against your opponents later on? I mean, you've got Denver. I mean, they're not like anything good, but their defense is strong. They're going to feast on the Steelers if they keep pulling this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only positive is they're not 0-4, but at the same time, it's not good.
Feels like it.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly. Who do you got next week?
Denver. Burnable.
That's a winnable game. Like that, you could right the ship right there, but you're 1-3, and that's not good. The odds of making the playoffs at 1-3 are very low.
Especially when you're 2 games behind everyone else in your division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncultured Barbarian says, is Urban Meyer more likely to listen to LaGrange or Tube Steak Boogie by ZZ Top? Drew at Hey Tree, are the Wild legit?
The Wild, Minnesota Wild. Well, they did sign Kaprizov, which was their big concern. Question for them is going to be how they replace the leadership void of Noah Parise or Suter. They've lost a lot of pieces on the defense. They lost him. They lost Carson Soucy. I think they lost I'm trying to think who else. I think everyone else is fine, but for the most part, they have a lot of pieces to replace.
Yep. Soupy Spirit says Meyer out, Leftwich in. That could be the move. You know?
Leftwich or Bieniemy could work.
Yeah.
Especially with those offenses.
Yeah.
Ravens
Although
Nation.
Bieniemy's been linked to USC, so.
He won't do that. He won't do that.
Ravens
Really gotta
Nation,
take some
miserable
Super
New York Mets fan. Am I the only one not surprised the Jets beat the Titans? No AJ, no Julio. Tannehill isn't all that. Plus, the Jets D isn't bad, just no offense. I forgot how banged up the Titans were.
But even then, like they played like shit.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
play
they
like
did.
Very
They
sloppy.
played like shit. iDedge Gaming. Urban Meyer is the guy in school who somehow always avoided the butt kicking he had coming to him. Nah, Urban Meyer was probably the bully, man. Like he was.
Oh, he was easily the bully.
He was probably the snitch telling the teachers that these cats are doing bad things while he's doing the bad shit on the side.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Urban was probably the snitch, being like he was probably the golden boy athlete. They're like, oh, that Urban, he's always helping us out, and then he's
gonna be special.
Yeah, he's gonna lead our team to the state championship. All right, who we got next? We got some games here. Ravens and the Broncos. Brandon was really upset about this loss, but
it's expected. They played the Jets, the Giants, and Jacksonville. What did you expect was going to happen?
Yeah. The Broncos are purgatory now.
Yeah, Ravens are probably wild card.
Yeah, because they've got a tough go. They got the Raiders and the Chargers in front of them, and I know Perna doesn't want to hear this, but they're in second place, but they got the Raiders and the Chargers, and then the Chiefs to deal with. The Chiefs are going to beat them.
Yeah, they're going to be the odd man out no matter what.
Yeah. Well, I guess an entire division theoretically could make the playoffs, but that's theoretical.
That would mean an entire division doesn't make the playoffs.
That's true. That's true. Well,
that's not going to happen.
Yeah, or no other teams get a wild card.
No other teams. Only one team per division.
Yeah, and there's some good teams in the AFC. Ravens are what, a wild card team?
Yeah, I'd say wild card.
Yeah, they're wild card. They're improving. They're improving.
They better improve, but still.
Yeah, they've shown that they can win a game rather than have to survive a game.
Yeah, yeah, they're 3-1. They've won 3 straight, and atop of that, are tied for the lead in that division. So them boys can play. All right, now we get to we're getting near the end here. We're getting there. We're efficient tonight. We're efficient. Buccaneers and Patriots. The hello from the other side game. Hello.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for, Steve Belichick? So I'll go back to this quote that Brandon Perna's wife said about Steve Belichick. He looks like he is Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad if Jesse Pinkman had a harder life. That's what Belichick looks
He
like.
looks like Stifler with a mullet, like a
Yeah.
white trash mullet. That's what he looks like.
Yeah. Steve Belichick is a weird individual who was coked up on the sidelines. They lost on a Nick Folk field goal. They should have won that game.
The doink of all doinks.
Yep. They would have beaten the Patriots, but they did not. It's a testament
Tampa
to
Bay.
Tom Brady's greatness. He gets it done once again. Where do we put the Bucks? Are they a division winning team?
I
Yeah.
say division. Yeah.
Yeah, no longer the Super Bowl contender. They had to struggle against the Patriots.
And Patriots are purgatory.
And the Patriots are clearly undermanned here. Clearly,
And and one more loss, they may be in trash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uncultured Barbarian says the CBS execs who we decided we should all see the Jets overtime for a fucking quarter should be dragged out into the streets and punished.
Maybe that CBS exec was a Jets fan. I mean, that was ridiculous. Nobody
news.
wants to see that shit. I actually laughed hysterically when Fat Randy missed that field goal. It's like, fuck you, Titans.
Fat Randy.
Fuck you.
Evan Kramer
Fat
are the
Randy.
Chargers, and I shudder to think this good with a shot to do something. The Chargers look
Potentially. I mean,
We'll
I
get
wish
to
not
them.
because fuck Dean Spanos, but they look solid. They look
Justin
very
Herbert.
solid. Oh, Kyle Schwarber hit a dong right field. Fuck
Yes.
you, Garrett Cole. Suck my fucking dick. How's that feel for karma, motherfucker? Woo!
Yes.
Someone is excited. You wanted both teams to lose, but you seem very excited that the Yankees suck.
Because it's Garrett Cole.
Yeah, I know, Garrett. Like, the thing is, like, you read about the beef between him and Trevor Bauer, and you're like, both of these guys are assholes. Like, both of them. Oh, that was crushed.
Fucking
Holy
bitch.
shit.
That's what I
Schwarber
mean.
knew it as soon as he touched it. He was like, yup, that's a bad man, Kyle Schwarber. Raphael LeDuc says Blue Jays missed the playoffs, but next year they are World Series contenders. They could be. They need Kevin Biggio to get out of the minors. Taylor
Blue Jays
Burns.
missed the fucking playoffs, even though they won 90-something games.
Yeah, it happens, man. They only won 90 on the dot, I think. And so did Seattle, so it sucked.
Fuck
Taylor
you,
Burns.
Garrett Cole.
A college football world where the playoff is Bama, Georgia, Big Ten champ, and Cincinnati/Coastal are the top four. Yeah, this year, why not put Cincinnati or Coastal in there? They're going to do better than fucking Notre Dame, right? For the fucking fifth time. They're going to do better than whoever the Pac-12 champ is. Like, put Coastal in there. Give them their chance so that we'll know that they're trash.
Mm-hmm.
We'll know it. Notre Dame doesn't. Blake Trout says Notre Dame doesn't deserve the playoff, but what about Cincinnati? Would love to see them get popular and screw over Ohio State. That's what I'm saying. Like, put them in.
Yeah, give them a shot.
And V-Man said he sent that DM to you. And Lucas Moeller,
Yep.
he
I
put this in
read
a
that.
while ago. It's taken us a while to get to it. I'm currently painting my Blood Bowl team, a fantasy football tabletop game. I've heard of Blood Bowl and need a name in the form of a bad NFL pun for my orc team. How about
Turnover on Browns. I don't know.
no
Bad
how
NFL
about,
pun.
How about Urban Outfitters?
Urban outfit.
Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer.
Yeah, spell it Urban.
Urban cowboy.
Yeah, the Urban Outfitters. There you go. Patring 30. It's a horrible situation, but I find it weird that the NWSL was able to hide all its dirt while the stuff with the national team was happening. Oh, so there was something with the National Women's Soccer League?
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of sexual harassment.
Ooh. From
Oh my god.
players
Here
to
we
other
go
players?
Again.
What? How?
feel
I
like
don't
it's
know.
probably
Who was
staff,
harassing
probably
who?
staff.
Who was harassing? I don't know this story. So I didn't know about it. Was Megan Rapinoe harassing other people, emotionally abusing them? Who knows? I don't know. More details, please. Lucas Moeller again says, love the show, by the way. Thanks, Lucas. Appreciate it. We're getting here down to the bottom. Jerry Mejia says, Tree, may I please DM you Elliot Short Park's tweet saying that the Jags should fire Urban Meyer and hire Doug Peterson? No.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. iDedge Gaming clickbait punishment idea. You have to stand out in front of a Walmart with a sign telling people to watch clickbait sports. That's not bad. I think we'd all veto it, but that's not bad. Dan Young says, I was waiting in a line at Sheetz in Harrisburg over the weekend and saw an 80-year-old lady watching an episode of Days of Our Steelers on a phone.
What? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. What have you done?
In her. She probably clicked on it thinking it was like an actual.
It was like a soap opera.
And she was like, who the fuck is Antonio Brown? Those days were bad in Steeler country. Actually, would you take that season over this year where you're probably not going to make the playoffs? That was just a drama-filled season, but y'all thought you were going to win a Super Bowl despite all of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's like, it was pain.
Yeah, still.
I find it bitter because, I mean, we had like a golden opportunity to make serious noise in the playoffs, and all they did was piss it away.
Oh,
and we might be at the end of it.
Yeah, the NWSL coaches were harassing the players. Okay. Nikichu, with Monty out and Dalton starting when healthy, how long until Nagy is fired over Lake Michigan or Fields starts again? Fields got to play for the rest of the year, don't you think? You're not getting anything out of Dalton. Like, it's over. It's done. Fields has won a game, and that's it. Josh Howard, as a Royals fan and fellow occupant in the same state as the best fans in baseball, trademarked, yes, there are people that are rooting against the Cardinals. Yeah, I fucking hate the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah, nobody likes the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm a Mets fan. We're trained to hate the Cardinals. All right, you read. So somebody redacted their message, Kazatsky.
Because
so
we're probably super late.
You read that one, that one guy. I got to take off this sweatshirt.
That one guy. Between Tebow and Vid, Meyer has a problem with tight ends. Ooh. He likes them tight ends. He's trying to convert those tight ends into wide receivers, man.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
James Amadei, who wins, Penn State or Iowa? Ooh. I mean, I got to go Penn State, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Toon Link, Maine. This Thursday night game would be very ugly because the Seahawks will beat the worst defense in the league 35-3.
These Thursday night games have been brutal.
Yeah,
but actually, the last one was okay. I was surprised.
Garrett Cole is being pulled.
Oh wow, Garrett Cole is done. All right, keep her going.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go. Toon Link, Maine. That's Vulgar Night 297. Is it wrong that I'm more hyped for the Super Bowl halftime show than the actual game? Yeah, maybe if it's like 2000 or like 1999. Maybe it's like going back there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nick Shin and the Zach Smith situation would have gotten Urban chucked into Lake Erie with cement shoes if he didn't retire at the end of that season.
Yeah, that was ugly. Yeah,
buddy. Mm-hmm. Taylor Burns, does Tomlin call up Cam Newton if they lose? No, dude, he doesn't have a shoulder. They'll probably go with like Rudolph or Haskins, see what they got.
Yeah, I think.
Or Rudolph they might trade for like somebody.
Rudolph's the better option, but Haskins, I wonder if he's fixed his accuracy issues.
Yeah, I think you let him bake for another season.
Yeah. Speaking of bake. All right. Keep going.
Let's keep going. Sorry, I had to tweet about Garrett Cole and do my victory lap. Greg Mine. I'm sorry, I'm totally screwing that up. Tree grew up in Cleveland, now live in mid-Michigan. Keep having to use you as an example. No one knows Yinzers exist up here. Yins is new up here. Dude, you should be lucky you don't know what a Yinzer is. It's kind of a mess. Send them things of Pat McAfee. You'll be good there. Chris Simmons, 5. Applebee's date night song is so cringe. Me, enters Quizno subs. Oh, no, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, that one is terrible.
Nah, the Applebee's date night song is so bad, though.
I don't know. I have to look it up. I don't even want to look up that quiz. That Quizno sub song is like, who was high when they made that, and did they get fired?
I'm
No wonder why Quizno Subs doesn't exist anymore.
I'm always stunned by ad campaigns though, because they're like, we have scientific data that shows that this annoying fucking song is gonna make us millions of dollars, and it usually works. Like, fucking shit works. Like, very rarely do they spend money and it not pan out for them. You know, if the product's good. Mm-hmm.
David G. Meyer seems to have a really hard time picking the right tight end. Maybe he could call up his wife. Maybe, well, that's more of a wide receiver now, but I mean, talk about tight ends. Jacobs893 for $2. Anyone check to see if Mac Jones is still alive? Well, he's playing third wheel to, Tom and Bill Belichick's awkward sexual tension. So, well, there always is Steve Belichick with his.
What was that? That was the Coke mouth.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Come
Who
on,
did
baby.
it better, Shakira or Steve Belichick?
Make us stop.
Ben Man vibing. The Raiders O-line got me shouting at the TV to hold their water. Also, Renfro got one pass breakup in this game, unlike Arnett. Yeah, they got.
Well,
they got
if you think about it, Alex Leatherwood's creating a lot of false starts. He has a lot of memes on his phone, so maybe he's trying to become the next meme on his phone. False start memes from Alex Leatherwood.
DDR MSTR Pro. UK might be the end of Orgeron this week. Yeah, I mean, Auburn won a tough game. Ed won you a natty 3 years ago, man. Appreciate Ed. Appreciate him. That's the thing. There's no loyalty in college anymore. Gus Malzahn got Auburn to the natty and lost it in heartbreaking fashion, and they send him packing. Les Miles won 2 natties in LSU, and they send him packing. Ed Orgeron, they're fucking already calling for his head, and just 2 years ago they won a natty. Come on, what the fuck, LSU? You're not Alabama, okay?
Yeah.
You don't need to be churning through coaches. Should have just kept Les Miles there, honestly. Rand Gav 248, NWSL coach of the team in Charlotte, facing major charges of possible assault to players. Yes, he is a dude. Also, commissioner of the NWSL fired in fallout. Ooh, things must be ugly. Got some 2 huge super chats right here. iDedge says results of the 2K simulation. Grossi 5 championships. All-time 3-point leader. That's right. iDedge put us, the clickbait sports players, in a 2K basketball league. He said Grossi had 5 championships, all-time 3-point leader, second in all-time scoring. Tree 1 championship, but 10 defensive.
And 10 defensive player of the years. What? No.
FPV 2 championships, 4 MVPs. Ooh, I got a 4-time MVP, baby. And Perna 5th in all-time scoring. Scooter 2 MVPs. Okay. Nice. Awesome, dude. I got 4 MVPs. 4. But Grossi was the leader. He got the most championships. Nick Shannon, first Energy Stadium is going to be a nightmare for visiting teams. The Browns-Texan game hit 118 dBs. Imagine when the Ratbirds come. Oh, that means the Ravens. They'll be like old Cleveland Stadium circa 1987. That's horrifying for visiting teams with the horrible weather and wind.
Yeah.
Frost 757. It's hilariously sad how the Cons can run a wrestling promotion better than a football franchise. Well,
because they have passion for it,
right? And wrestling scripted.
Unless football is technically scripted too, because the NFL,
they control the outcome in wrestling.
Oh yeah, they control the outcome in football too. It'll probably be Chargers Rams in the Super Bowl because no one likes either team.
Rammers line. So NHL predictions for all your teams. I think the Rangers make the playoffs.
For Steelers, Pens or give or take. It depends how they do in the first few months. Crosby and Malkin are going to be injured for a while, and it's last chance here. So, there's a chance they could not make it.
Ooh, if the window closes on the Steelers and the Pens in the same year.
Nah, well, at least
what about you? Pirates, right? What do you think the Stars are going to do, buddy?
Well, last year, if I'm remembering correctly, they went 2 rounds deep.
No, that was the year before.
Oh, the year before. Year before they were either in the conference finals or the finals.
The year before they went to the finals in the bubble, and then last year, I'm not sure if they even made the playoffs. I don't know.
I thought they were. Last year was the bubble. thought that they were there.
No. Last year they had fans. Scooter was there when the Tampa won their second consecutive.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I expect them to be in the postseason. Like I said, I'm not keeping up with them like religiously or anything, but they always seem to have a good team. Well, they went for a little period where they sucked, but after Mike Modano was gone and everything like that.
Yeah, they got Jamie.
They came back to it.
Yeah, I think they'll be on the fringe, right there. Nick Shannon as a Columbusite. I know Yinzer's way too well. Go back down I-70 where you came from. Damn. Kozatsky, sorry about that. New to the super chat thingy. LOL. Yeah, he retracted, but then reposted.
That's cool, man. No worries.
DDRM says, after the Applebee's ad came out, I went to Chili's.
Chili's on a spite.
I walked away with mediocre microwave food and a family with food poisoning. Yeah, you can get the same food at Applebee's that you can at Chili's. You can get the same
Chili's is like Applebee's with a Southwest twang.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind Chili's. I'd rather have that over Applebee's, but it's like whatever. They're the same shit.
Chili's is just Applebee's with some cayenne pepper on it.
Yep.
No, Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex.
Sorry. Chili's
Tex-Mex.
is Applebee's with a little bit of little roast pepper on there. Ball so hard, Will 1994. Yo, Tree, I just wanted to remind you that the Pittsburgh Steelers are utter rubbish and pure garbage. Browns 28-0 first quarter 2020 playoffs.
Keep talking, dude.
When was the last time?
That's not gonna rub on me, dude. That was January's news, dude. Now it's about Ben being fucking washed, even though I saw this coming for years.
I forgot about I want my baby back ribs.
I want my baby back ribs.
I want my baby
barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce. Imagine you're singing in an a cappella band and you come home to your wife and you're like, honey, I got a gig. And she's like, oh, things are really looking up. What are you singing? I'm singing about ribs.
I'm doing Chili's jingle, their ribs jingle.
Oh, my baby back. And then
Chili's,
she's like,
baby back grill.
Things are really looking up.
Chili's baby back grill. Barbecue sauce.
Finally, we got a rib gig. All right. Toon Link Main, my little rant about Marilyn Mello should have done her Instagram live video week 11 when the Steelers played the Chargers with her friends and you treat. Is that the girl that was in the Urban Meyer video?
I think so.
Yeah. And that's how fucked up things are now, right? Like you just grind your ass on Urban Meyer and all of a sudden you're famous.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Marilyn Mello is someone else. It's,
okay. Evtar 816.
She's
I
cutie though.
Coach O, but he brought in unproven talent at coach. Les Miles never evolved from power run format, and it cost us multiple games. Yeah, and Les Miles was also a big gambler. He would do trick plays and do fucking crazy shit, and sometimes it would pay off, and sometimes it wouldn't. Tucker White 94. Do I dare have hope for the Predators? No. Pecorine is gone. They've lost most of their core.
I mean, Ellis is gone.
Yeah.
Arvidsson's gone too.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. It's a rebuilding year.
Yeah, you're rebuilding. Come on. And then Marilyn Mello is Tree's new girlfriend.
I wish. No, I'm taken. We're good.
And last super chat of the night before we get to the Chargers and the Raiders. Brandon Craven's early predictions on the prizes for the forthcoming Tank Bowls. No clear number one draft pick that I see. So I looked at the schedule last night. There's no real clear direct Tank Bowl, really. Now,
no, I don't think there is.
No, it's going to be an indirect Tank Bowl now. Like it'll be one of those games where it's crowned on like the last game of the season, but it won't be them versus each other, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do the last game. We'll bring in the peanut gallery. We'll bring in Hiei and his salt. We got the Raiders and the Chargers. Where do we put the Chargers?
I say they're Super Bowl right now.
Wow.
Ooh.
Super Bowl or division. Either or.
I don't think the Chargers
we got to keep
are like
with
that.
that division.
I'm thinking division.
Yeah, I'd say division.
Division. They get 2 more wins, then we can talk about Super Bowl.
Yeah.
In a row. 2 more in a row.
And the Raiders. The
Raiders are wild card.
Yeah, until they start losing some games. So
Yeah, eventually they'll slide down to regular trash.
Yep. All right, let's bring Hiei in.
Yay!
Let's bring in Dodge. Kevin Michael back.
KMVM.
Hiei, are you celebrating your one win?
I'm calling that play. I'm calling them plays for Dad. we gotta get down hard in them trenches. We gotta push it. It's gonna be raining. We're gonna push that pile. We're gonna throw that pile so goddamn hard.
Damn, son.
Good
tactics.
Get demonetized at the end. What's up, Dodge? Sorry about your car.
Yeah, the car. This is actually a problem with a lot of Fords that have this particular engine, in that the water pump is located on the side of the engine rather than as an external component. So when that water pump goes, it mixes with the oil and the antifreeze and the water, and it goes and it kills the engine. And died in a busy intersection.
Oh,
I hate Urban Cities.
So you had to get a tow truck and all that?
Well, the tow wasn't a problem because my cell phone company actually has roadside for $5 a month, so
that's not
paid
bad.
for itself. But I did have to get local police to help me push the car off to a side road, and they had to use the push bars on their patrol vehicles to get me off the road.
Yeah.
It was
sorry.
And the cost of the diagnosis, just the diagnosis, not even repairing the goddamn thing.
Oh God,
is higher in cost than the car is currently worth. So I'm currently kicking tires right now. I'm looking at a couple of Chevys right now because I'm kind of angry at Ford.
Yeah,
kind of.
Go Japanese, man. Go foreign.
Yeah, that's what
you won't blame. American cars suck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry.
Japanese, you should be good. Japanese or German.
There's
Japanese.
actually a few Toyotas that are kind of in your range, Dodger.
Yeah. Whoever.
Also, if you're that worried, Toyota does make a lot of their cars in the South.
Well,
whoever we fought in World War II, buy one of their cars. Right?
I formerly worked for one of those companies. That
I will say,
just don't buy anything from Italy, though. They're kind of
I will say this: I was raised by a union auto worker, so I buy American made because that's what he worked for.
I got you. Gotta respect.
All right. I too was raised by an American auto worker.
What's up?
I think I got a pretty good theory on why you're only subjected to only 3/4 of your game instead of the usual 4.
Why
I feel
is that?
like because didn't Viacom unleash Paramount Plus, and it's probably they're probably going to use it as some sort of ploy to be like, well, you would have seen the entire game if you had Paramount Plus, which you have all sorts of things like iCarly, and that's shitty freaking Star Trek. So I really hate it when companies do that though, where they.
I'm not paying $10 for NBC's content. I'll tell you that.
No.
Well, that's what Peacock. That's what they're doing. I mean,
they're
gonna have Thursday Night Football
Get
games
out
on
of here.
Amazon exclusive. So,
Dodge, are you doing an afterburn?
Yes, and we're going to talk about what happened to my Taurus.
Okay. All right. Put the link in the chat.
On it.
Anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, if we go into the bye week 2-7, don't look for Nagy to survive the year.
You got to win. Be happy. Ooch.
Well, it's against Detroit.
Anything coming up? You want to talk about the videos you put out about Herb for more?
Yeah, I got a couple of videos that I dropped over the last few days. I dropped one yesterday, dropped one today, just kind of going over my perspective on the Urban Meyer situation and more in depth, just kind of explaining sort of the culture as it's supposed to be when it comes to professional football, and just contrasting it with how completely miserably, despicably bad Urban Meyer has been at adapting to that culture. And also tomorrow at 7 p.m. we'll be doing our Tier Maker stream. Now, we'll be having another guest on there with us as well, Justin Blaylock, former guard for the Atlanta Falcons.
What?
So he'll be on with me and 5 points.
We're going to listen to
two
old guards talk about the trenches.
Yeah, so we'll have it'll be a nice little campfire setup for us to have some conversations about what's going on, and I mean, I'm sure he'll have some perspective on Atlanta as well. So that'll be cool.
Tree, anything you got going on?
No, just a lot of stuff on the pipeline. I mean, I might have to do a Yankees video, quick one, but probably nothing like a minute. I got sports ball on the way. I got MLB postseason I'm working on as well. Then I've got NHL season preview I got to work on, and it's going to be a rough couple weeks.
And Lucas Moeller, to close out the show, he says there are two duties of the Pride German: promoting Volkswagen and making fun of the French. By Volkswagen. Okay.
Except they're building
crazy about
Mexico.
Yeah. Oh,
Mexico.
Yeah, that's right.
They are building Mexico. That's why they're shittily constructed.
Yep. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to the stream. We had a great show. The tier maker is done, and there's new people on top. But love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow night on Uche's channel.
Mm-hmm.